Folks, I wasn't going to talk about this. I wasn't. Right. There's a report going around from Dale Arnold up in Boston radio. I believe he's on 97.3 up there. That says Tom Brady is working on getting to the Miami Dolphins. And then Dale Arnold went on to say, have you noticed that Rob Gronkowski hasn't re-signed with the Buccaneers yet? As if that's the smoking gun in the situation. Even though, based on reports from Rob Gronkowski's agent himself, say that Rob Gronkowski is undecided as to whether or not he's just going to play in the NFL period this year. And we already talked about the reasons for that. Injuries, just wanting to do stuff outside of football. Those are some of the main reasons as to why Rob Gronkowski wouldn't want to play in the NFL. It's not because Tom Brady is sitting there thinking, well, I might not play for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And you know what? I've seen a lot of local media, I've seen a lot of national media talk about this, and, it is what it is, right? I understand this is something that's going to be talked about, but I still think it's ridiculous. And it's in this similar vein that we've seen of reports that Tom Brady and Bruce Arians do not get along. At the start of the offseason, Tom Brady wanted to go play for the Miami Dolphins. He wanted to go team up with Sean Payton in Miami, but they couldn't get it done. So then he said that he was going to take a year off. And then he came back after 40 days. And now he still doesn't get along with Bruce Arians, so he's still working on getting out of Tampa to go down to Miami. Where does this make sense? In my opinion, it doesn't make sense on a lot of levels. I don't see the reasoning behind that. I don't see the logic behind it because everything that we've seen this offseason from Tom Brady and from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers disputes these reports. When Tom Brady announced he was coming back, what did he say in that announcement? He said that he was coming back to play in Tampa. In Tampa. Not just in the NFL. He's just coming back to play football in the NFL. No, in Tampa specifically. Tom Brady wouldn't say that if he was on the fence as to whether or not he was wanting to play for Tampa and was or was not getting along with Bruce Arians. No, he probably wouldn't have said that. He said he wanted to play in Tampa. He was going to play in Tampa. The Buccaneers have been very adamant about not giving up Tom Brady. I was there for whenever questions were asked at the NFL Combine as to, well, if you could trade Tom Brady, would you, if somebody gave you an offer, and all these types of trade talks, Bruce Arians and Jason Light denied it up and down. Yeah, you give us 5 first-round picks, maybe we'll trade Tom Brady. It's a bad business decision to trade away Tom Brady. I agree with that 100%. That's another reason to dispute these reports that are coming out that Tom Brady is working on getting to the Miami Dolphins. All the re-signings and new signings that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers have made. Ryan Jensen, Carlton Davis, Chris Godwin, Leonard Fournette, Russell Gage, Logan Ryan, Shaq Mason. All of these guys, Tom Brady has texted personally, trying to get them back to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, telling them that he's excited to play another year with the Bucs, up and down. All of these guys, Tom Brady has been recruiting back or just recruiting to come to the team in general. You don't do that if you want to leave a team to go play for another team. That's not something you do. That just doesn't make a lot of sense, in my opinion. And yeah, the Dolphins, they have Tyreek Hill. They just added him from the Kansas City Chiefs in a big blockbuster trade. They have Jalen Waddle, who's a fantastic young up-and-coming wide receiver, and they added Teron Armstead. But you know what else they have? They have a first-year head coach. They have a new system, a new coaching staff, in a very super competitive AFC. Tom Brady wants to leave a team where he has 2 years in the system, just won a Super Bowl back in 2020, to go join all of that? First-time head coach, new coaching staff, new offensive system, super competitive AFC, when he's already got a coach, he's already got a coaching staff that he's spent 2 years with, who just brought in more pieces to build around him, who Tom Brady himself just recruited to build around him, in an NFC that is not the best right now. It's probably a 3-team race right now for the top, the Bucs, the Rams, and the Packers. He wants to leave all of that to go to the Miami Dolphins in a super competitive AFC with a first-time head coach, with a new coaching staff, with a new offensive system that does have some pieces, but is also going to be a super, super competitive conference? Show me the logic in that. And I know some people are going to say, well, he wants 2 shots a year at Bill Belichick. I don't know if I fully believe that. Tom Brady already beat the Patriots back in 2020 whenever he won the Super Bowl with the Bucs. I don't think Tom Brady cares that much about getting 2 games a year against Bill Belichick. I think Tom Brady cares about winning Super Bowls. And to be honest, the easiest path to winning a Super Bowl right now would be in the NFC rather than the AFC. So whenever I look at these reports, that Tom Brady and Bruce Arians aren't getting along, I don't know about that. I don't know, right? But the report that he's working on getting a deal to Miami, where's the logic in that? Where's the sense in that? Oh, the Miami Dolphins added Tyreek Hill. They have Jalen Waddle. They have Teron Armstead. That's great. Did you know that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers have Mike Evans? They have Chris Godwin. They just traded for Shaq Mason. They have a fantastic offensive line as well. They just re-signed Leonard Fournette. Did you know that? Because apparently people are forgetting that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers have a incredibly built team as well. Jason Light's done phenomenal work this offseason in building pieces to go out there and compete for another Super Bowl next season with Tom Brady. Just show me the logic in this reporting. And I don't know the legitimacy of, Dale Arnold here. He's a very respected radio guy up there in Boston, right? But it just seems like something's fishy here. It just seems like something's off with this reporting. Because I don't see any logical way you look at it that this type of report would make any sense. And it's frustrating. It's frustrating because it just leads to, irresponsible reporting. And I'm not going to say the guy's wrong. I don't know where he's getting this from his sources. But it just doesn't make sense to me. And I want to give my thoughts and opinions on that because it just comes off as ridiculous to me. But what do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts and opinions about this. I want to hear them. What do you think about this report of Tom Brady working on trying to get to the Miami Dolphins? Does it make sense to you? Or do you think that Tom Brady and the Buccaneers are pretty good where they are right now? Give me your thoughts and opinions on it. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Hope y'all enjoyed, and I will see you all in the next video or the next live stream. But until then, and as always, guys, goodbye for now, and go Bucs.